His upcoming bill to release the Epstein files?
Yeah, that's why I just put a bill up. I just tried to move it ahead because what you're seeing right now is what exactly is going to happen, going to continue happening. Everybody's going to pull little piecemeal portions. Sorry about that. I got to animate. I'm Southern Baptist. They're going to pull portions of it out, and they're going to try to fit their own little narrative. Both sides are going to do it. You all know it. You're all going to feed upon it. Let's just get the dadgum bill out. Let's vote it out, and the Democrats oppose me on it. And it's stupid. It's all about politics. It's not about taking care of young ladies who got abused, and we should take care of them. But there's a process in place. The Democrats have had it for 4 years and didn't do a dadgum thing. And you know, if Trump was in that thing, Biden, the rest, and Kamala Harris, I mean, he's the Antichrist to them. They would have already had it out. What you got?
So that was Rep. Tim Burchett, in which, actually I posted a YouTube short yesterday of him highlighting that. So if you don't watch my YouTube shorts, you're missing out. You're missing out. But, of course, we have to revisit the whole Epstein situation because, of course, Democrats are out here trying to lie about it. And I love that Tim Burchett is one of the guys who, when he votes on something or when something major happens, he gives us all an update. Gives it to us straight, no chaser. It's quick. 2 minutes or less typically from Tim Burchett. And so shout out to Tim Burchett, man. Somebody that I really do appreciate. But to further talk about what he was just highlighting there, I have a clip from Anna Paulina Luna talking about how Democrats oppose what Tim Burchett was trying to do, which is just basically, hey, why do we need to go through all of this, rigmarole? Like, just drop the files. Like, let's just vote to just drop all the files. And so we can stop doing all of this nonsense. But of course, Democrats voted no, which is quite interesting, isn't it?
The power of the word no. I heard another word all day, Epstein.
Yeah.
What happened with the Epstein deal today?
Well, Tim Burchett made a motion. It's something called unanimous consent to basically say all members of the House of Representatives agree that this should be released, and the Democrats voted to block it. So if you don't think by now that the Democrats haven't used this basically as a political hot potato in an effort to smear the president and distract from their shutdown failure, you're not paying attention. So I'm happy that Representative Burchett did that. It just showed their hand. But Jesse, we've been launching, with the full cooperation of the administration, a conclusive investigation and House oversight. There's many reports that we're waiting on from Treasury. The victims have promised names, but remember, there's also a pending lawsuit with Deutsche Bank on that. And so all that to say that, yes, we know Jeffrey Epstein was a bad guy, but we are doing everything that we can here, and it's the Democrats that voted to block it tonight.
Yeah, and you can see some of the votes there on your screen. There's 75 Republicans and 75 Democrats that have not voted yet. But of the folks that have voted thus far, one Democrat has voted yes. One. Up at least at the time of this clip, okay, which was 8:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday. So, yeah. If they're so concerned with the files coming out and Trump hiding the files, why did they vote no to just drop it all? You know why? Because they want to use it as a way to score cheap political points with their base and with folks who are, I'm going to say it nicely, where the light's on but nobody's home and they can't do a lick of research to figure this thing out. Now, and to further highlight that point, this is what Democrats recently did. They dropped some emails from Epstein that allegedly painted Trump as somebody who was absolutely disgusting. And I'm gonna show you these emails. I'm gonna show you these alleged emails that go to G-Max, who is allegedly Ghislaine Maxwell. So these are emails between Epstein and Ghislaine. Is it Ghislaine or Ghislaine? I don't know. Either. Y'all know who I'm talking about, all right? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so here's the email. I want to, goodness gracious, I can't even talk. Wow, that was terrible. I sounded like Joe Biden right there. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I apologize about that mishaps. Goodness gracious. I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim, which is redacted. Now, keep that in mind. They redacted this victim's name. Keep that in mind. We're going to come back to that. Spent hours at my house with him. So he's alleging that some victim spent hours at one of Epstein's properties with Trump. Okay? He has never once been mentioned, police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Interesting, right? Interesting. Victim, Mar-a-Lago, redacted. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. So some victim, I guess, was at Mar-a-Lago, and he's saying that Trump, someone asked Trump, or Trump said he told Epstein to resign from the club, and Epstein is saying he was never a member of the club. Okay, that's what he's saying there. And then, of course, he knew about the girls because he asked Ghislaine to stop what it is that she was doing. So let's just take it for its word. Trump knew about what was happening, and he told Ghislaine once he saw her to stop it. Okay, to stop it. Now, Democrats are saying that Trump was involved in all of this, right? But at the same time, allegedly, this is saying that Trump said to stop. Okay, I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt of court. Or if it looks like he could win, you could save him generating a debt, of course. It is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and he has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. Okay? There you have it. Those are the bombshell emails that implicate Trump and all of Epstein's dealings, and, you know, he did this and did that and blah, 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 the whole nine. Now, the reason why Democrats redacted that name, you know why? Take a guess. I'm sure all of you guessed by now, right? Well, it's because her name was Virginia. It's right there. This is already out in the public, okay? This is already out in the public. It's redacted there, and there's her name, Virginia. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. I'm gonna call her Virginia G. Virginia G. And there's a reason why they redacted her name from that email. You know why? Because Virginia G has already put on the record, under oath, what happened between her and Trump. Now, this young lady has unfortunately passed away, allegedly due to pine boxing herself. I'm going to keep it PG here. You know what I'm saying? But she put on record that, actually, I'm going to throw it on the screen. Throw it on the screen. So, question. All right, what's inaccurate about the last statement on that page? Answer. This is Virginia. Okay. Donald Trump was also a good friend of Jeffrey's. That part is true. He didn't take part in any sex with any of us, but he flirted with me. It's true that he didn't take part in any sex with us. So it's true that Trump didn't have sex with any of the girls. But it's not true that he flirted with me. Donald Trump never flirted with me. Then the next sentence is, he'd laugh and tell Jeffrey, you've got the life. I've never said that. I never said that to her. So the statement that Trump said, you've got the life, she never said that, okay, is what she's saying. When you say he didn't partake in any sex with any of us, who is us? Answer, girls. How do you know who Donald Trump had sex with? Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Oh, I didn't physically see him have sex with any of the girls, so I can't say who he had sex with in his whole life or not, but I just know it wasn't with me. It wasn't with me when I was with the other girls, And who were the other girls that were in Donald Trump's presence? None there. I worked for Donald Trump, and I've met him probably a few times. When have you met him? At Mar-a-Lago. My dad and him, I wouldn't say they were friends, but my dad knew him, and they would talk all the time. Well, not all the time, but when they saw each other. These Democrats, boy, I tell you. So you get the picture there. Obviously, there's another page, but I mean, you can pause and read it there. What is the basis of your statement that Donald Trump is a good friend? Jeffrey told me that Trump is a good friend, but you never observed them together. No, not that I can actually remember. I mean, not off the top of my head, blah, blah, blah. When did Donald Trump flirt with you? So the question got brought up again. When did Donald Trump flirt with you? Which she already said that he didn't. And her answer is he didn't. That's what's inaccurate. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Did you ever see Trump at Jeffrey's home? Not that I can remember. On his island? No, not that I can remember. In New Mexico? No, not that I can remember. In New York? Not that I can remember. All right. So there you go. There's the whole thing there. So that is why they redacted that name, because if they left Virginia's name on the released portion there, you know, that they're trying to propagandize, people would easily be able to go here and see that her statements say that Trump never did any of that. He never did any of it. But of course, Democrats have to try to score cheap political points, and most people aren't diving deep into this, right? And I want to show you this clip really quickly. I'm shocked that CNN even ran this, but it's also interesting that Democrats don't want to talk about this either. Check it out.
New details this morning. Hundreds of new pages have been unsealed in a lawsuit connected to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. The victim alleges that former President Clinton pressured Vanity Fair not to run a story on Epstein. The pages also shed new light on how Epstein's victims were recruited and what happened to them. CNN's Gene Cesaris joins us now. And Gene, we're talking about 900 pages here.
Bill Clinton allegedly pressured Vanity Fair not to run a story on Jeffrey Epstein. Interesting. You know, the same guy that's in a painting wearing a dress. That guy pressured Vanity Fair. Interesting. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about here, actually, I'm going to throw it up on the screen. Yeah, I'm going to throw that up on the screen. Bill. Got to put that up on the screen. So, Jeffrey Epstein allegedly had this picture of Bill Clinton. Why he would have a picture like that, I don't know. That is quite the strange image, especially when you consider that Bill Clinton allegedly pressured Vanity Fair to not run a story. Interesting. Now, I want to show you guys a couple of clips. One being of Jasmine Crash Out Crockett, because of course she went on CNN and tried to run her propaganda over these emails, and take a look at how it went. Check it out.
This is an email from April 2nd, 2011. Republicans were saying that victim is Virginia Giuffre. As you know, she died by suicide. She's been very outspoken victim of Jeffrey Epstein. Here's the email right here on your screen. She wrote a book, as you know, and she did not accuse him of any wrongdoing. What do you make of that? And can you confirm that?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's redacted who the victim is, so I won't necessarily take the Republicans' word on who it is that's redacted. And I don't know why they would necessarily redact someone's name who is deceased at this point.
The Democrats did that, though. The Democrats redacted.
No. I understand,
okay,
but I'm just saying, like,
your whole narrative just fell apart. You just said that Republicans, hold on, we got instant replay, ladies and gentlemen. She just tried to blame Republicans for hiding this. Now, remember, she gets called out that the Democrats actually redacted it.
And here's the email right here on your book, as you know, and she did not accuse him of any wrongdoing. What do you make of that? And can you confirm that?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, it's redacted who the victim is.
You know exactly who it is because your party are the ones that redacted it.
So I won't necessarily take the Republicans' word on who it is that's redacted. And I don't know why they would necessarily redact someone's name who is deceased at this point.
The Democrats did that, though. The Democrats redacted.
No. I understand,
okay,
but I'm just saying, like, our biggest concern is to actually make sure that we are protecting victims. And obviously, she wrote a book. She told her truth.
This is an
You can't make this stuff up, man. CNN actually did their darn job and did some real journalism and calling out the lies and the nonsense. And now she starts stumbling over. Well, we just want to protect the victims. Oh, wait a minute. I thought you just said you didn't know why they redacted the name because she's already passed away, meaning that you would have preferred, allegedly, to have the name unredacted. No, you wouldn't. No, you didn't. You wanted the name redacted so that you could run with this narrative that Trump assaulted some victim. You didn't want the name on there because the name actually disproves what it is that you're trying to push, because she already put the information out there. She had a book. She made statements on the record under oath that Trump didn't do anything. And you knew if the name was on there, people would connect the dots. Well, too bad for you. We have the unredacted version, and so we can see the name. It is clear as day. And don't tell us, well, I don't believe Republicans. It was your party. When it was your party that redacted the darn name. You can't make this stuff up, boy. I tell you, man. I tell you. Goodness gracious. Democrats are liars, cheaters. I mean, they will try anything just to try to win, bro. Just to try to win. I'm just like, my goodness. My goodness. Can we get some Republicans like this, please? I mean, every single day there's a new scandal. And just remember, we're coming out of a shutdown, right? And just, I mean, instantly, boom, here's this new story. No, don't pay attention to us failing over here and starving people for our own political gain. Don't pay attention to that. Hey, check out these emails over here. Look at this. Ooh, look at this. Look at it. Look at it. You see what they doing? You see what they doing? Just lost the shutdown debacle, right? Now they want to move people's attention to somewhere else that is meaningless. And they redacted the name on purpose to try to push this narrative. Bro, these people, honestly, you know what? Honestly, part of me is a little jealous. If I'm being completely honest, part of me is a little jealous, because this is what I call strategy right here. Whether you like it, love it, or hate it, which I hate it, it's annoying because I'm always having to disprove this nonsense, but it's not difficult to do, right? It is strategy. And I wish we had more Republicans that used more strategy. You know, like I said, this honestly was smart to do from their perspective. You just lost the shutdown debacle, the discussion. You just were proved as liars and people who only were looking out for yourselves. That was just proven in this whole shutdown situation. And so now, to take the attention off of that so people don't talk about it and get angry over it, continue to get angry over it, including your own base, you throw this BS story out immediately after. Immediately after. I mean, the House literally just voted to open up the government. The Senate passed it, and then the House just passed it. Like it, love it, or hate it, that's some good strategy right there. That's good strategy. And we need more Republicans like that. We need more Republicans that are going to think that way. Just, could you imagine if we had Republicans that schemed up, little strategies like this? Obviously, we don't have to be as devious as Democrats, because Democrats' policies are absolutely garbage. But if we could play chess, and it's not just Uncle Trump doing it, if the whole party was able to do it, could you imagine? But I don't think we would ever lose. Of course, we'd have to get rid of some rhinos. Some rhinos are going to be there regardless. I know I always talk about people like Susan Collins from Maine, who, listen, I'm not a fan of Susan Collins, but if we're going to be completely honest, Susan Collins is probably going to have to stay. Just is what it is. It's just a formality based upon where it is that she got voted in. It's just how it is, right? But there's a lot of other folks that we can most definitely vote out to get the rhino numbers down quite a lot. And we got quite a few of them still. But man, I want more strategy involved. More strategy. Politics should not be this stressful on a daily basis. Like, oh my goodness, here's another one. Like, it shouldn't be that stressful, right? We should have a lot more strategy involved in our party. And we don't. It's just policy, which our policies are great for the most part. So we're able to get away with, not having as much strategy. But if we could combine that with a lot more strategy, come on now. Beautiful. It would be amazing. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Share this information with anybody and everybody you can find. Hit that like button for the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. People need to hear this information. They need to hear the truth and see the truth. Cut through all the lies and the nonsense. But stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.